What are some of the fondest memories you have of things that happened in this house?
We used to take a ride down here every Wednesday after work.
That's right. I forgot that.
And then every weekend we would come down to see what was happening. We spent all of our summers down here. And like my son had friends that lived the other side of the lagoon, and they'd swim back and forth to each other's houses. My family used to come down a lot. We'd have as many as 15, 20 people staying on a weekend. And the whole family, it was a meeting place for everyone.
Did you think that you could ride out the storm?
We thought we would be safe staying here because in the last 50 years we had no problems. But my son convinced us that even if the power went out, we'd have no electricity maybe for a few days. So we just packed an overnight bag, thinking we were going to be up there for 1 or 2 days, and then we were going to be coming back home.
And when you did return home, what did you expect and what did you find?
We opened the front door, and the furniture was all laying on its side. There were shoes floating through the living room. Everything, the smell was horrendous. We opened the garage door. We had a refrigerator in the garage. It was on its side.
I had a difficult time doing my income tax because papers were lost.
All of our paperwork, we had file cabinets in our office room.
They were all underwater.
Everything was underwater. Birth certificates and marriage certificates, and passports. Everything was underwater. I felt so lost. I cried for a month, I think, more than a month, just worrying what I was going to do and how we were going to be able to get enough things together to take care of fixing this house. The insurance company came down. They did their survey for a policy that we had of $260,000. They gave us $87,000. And
that must have been devastating. It must have felt like there was no advocate for you.
It's very true. There was no one that could help us. No one that advised us what to do or where to turn to for help. And when we did make phone calls, it was always, "We'll get back to you. This goes to the engineering department. No, you have to go to the law department. No, you have to call Mrs. So-and-so." And I spent hours on the phone with different people.
Crying sometimes. Every day, she always had all the paperwork on the kitchen table after the kids went to school. She would make the phone calls and try to get someplace, and you should see the paperwork. You should see the folder on everything. She got a shock the other day when FEMA called. Tell her about FEMA.
Oh, they had called and they said, "We understand that the house is 60% completed." I mean, look around you. Does this look like we're 60% completed? We're just at wit's end with knowing what to do.
How do you keep going?
It's not easy. I do a lot of crying. I do a lot of sleepless nights worrying about, once I get down here, what am I going to live on? I mean, our money is exhausted. If something like this ever happened again, I think I would just close the door and tell them demolish the house completely. It's so hard for 3 years, and we're not getting any younger. How many more years do we have left to live? And to live it like this, it's heartbreaking.